Hi guys, Chrissy here. You are not seeing my face today because today we are going to look at our workstation and go about how to enter a new party and how to go back into a pending party and how to close out your party today. So we are starting here on our home screen, and I'm crossing my fingers that my internet does not glitch on me, because I was entering some parties and it just wanted to buffer, what have you. The little circle kept going and going. So starting out on our home screen, and the first thing I'm going to show you is how we're going to set up a party. Let me move this over just a little so I don't bump it when I hit my mouse. So you'll go under orders, and then you'll notice you have many different selections. We have our individual order if you are just doing a personal order for yourself, a personal order from somebody, one of your customers. There's home party, to where if you actually go do a home party and you want to close out everything that day, you can go in and put it through the home party. Now, the home party and the basket party, they're both set up the same way once we get in there. So I am going to be showing a basket party. I personally select basket party for everything, whether it is a home, whether it is a basket party, an online party. Basket parties are nice because our dates over here on the left, you can change them if you need to. So say you have the party open for 2 weeks and the hostess wants to keep it open a little bit longer. You can come in here and extend the date of this party. Now, when you extend this date of the party, what that does, up here it says, would you like to show this party on your PWS and customize the party page? Yes, because you always want to have a link for those outside shoppers. These dates will keep that link open even further, so the guests will still be able to look up your hostess's party. Now, I have a party starting next week, so we're going to start it on the 3rd, and as of right now, I'm going to close it on the 9th. I'm going to keep it open a week because I'm really hoping that it closes within a week, because that's what we all want. More than likely it's going to be extended, but that is okay. We can go back in, extend the date. I am just going to use myself, so you do not see my hostess's information, but to the right here is where you would enter all of your hostess's info. Down at the bottom is where you ship this party, depending on what kind of party it is. If it is a home show that is close to you, I recommend having the items shipped to you, the consultant. Because nothing is separated when it comes in, so it's always nice for you to separate it and bag it to deliver to the hostess, so she can get those gifts out easily. Because if it gets shipped to her house or his house, it's just everything in a box. They would have to do it. It's just an inconvenience for them. You want to make it as easy as possible, so therefore you should be doing that. Plus, when you bag it, oh sorry guys, you can make it more personable. So you can put pretty ribbon on it, you can put your contact info. I do a share this item on my Facebook pages type thing. So pick consultant, and then we will go, and here we go guys, it's thinking, please wait, there we are. Once we do that, continue and customize my page. Here is where it will let you customize your page. I'm gonna go ahead and put, well no, for edit's sake, we'll show you how to edit. The party name, just whoever's party it is. And next, the party message. It does pre-populate a glad you're here, take a look at my website. If you'd like to make it more personable, you can add your own. I usually put, you know, thanks for supporting whoever's party in the title, just as a beginning thank you for them. But for time's sake, we're using defaults. If you'd like to put a video or image, you could do a welcome video of yourself and upload, or a image that you would like to put up there. But again, I'm using the defaults. Trying to do this through the screen, it's not working. Featured products, they do have the defaults down, or you can choose your own. I personally choose my own, just so it's not like everybody else's party that somebody's been to. Because if someone's been to multiple parties from different consultants and they always see the same 3 products, it's never a good thing. It's repetitive. They like to see something new. So I always put like the washer whiffs in there because that's one of my favorites. I put my favorite scent, and Kenzie the kangaroo will probably stay on my personal because I absolutely love her. But for time's sake, we are using the defaults, and especially now, Luna Scentsy Soak is sold out. So we definitely don't want that in as our default, because people will see that and then they're not able to purchase it. So once you hit next, it brings you to your party page. This is where you do all of your work. Now, with the PWS link that was on our first page, if you're doing an all online party and nobody is around you, they will be ordering through that link. All orders through that link go directly to your PRV and goes directly to your host base, which is to the left in your order summary area. Those you do not have to worry about entering. You don't have to worry about packaging. Every order that is made online will automatically populate to your party total, and it gets shipped directly to that customer. So those are the nice things, because you don't have to worry about entering, getting payments, that type of thing. So PWS orders are our friends. Now from this page, you will see market your party up here at the top. You can copy this party link and share it via text message, Facebook message to the party page. If you're doing it on Facebook, you can share it with your hostess where she can send it to people, that type of thing. Now, this particular party that I'm doing will be all online. My hostess, it lives in South Carolina, so I will not have to worry about entering orders. So, to show you how to enter orders, I'm going to go, I have a current party open, so I'm going to go over to pending orders, and we are doing Sarah's party. You click edit to go back in, and it will take you through just your first step. So while we're in here, let's say Sarah wants to close next week. I had her closing out yesterday. We can come in and I can change her day. Let's say Sunday. So now that link is still available on my PWS for anybody to order. So once you do that, continue, and it brings you right back to your party page. So from here, This is where the order entry happens. If you have actual outside orders, which she did a book party from her work, so every order from her was in order form. So it would be everything on here. When we add our guests, it's up here at the top. You would add a new guest, and it goes to the screen where you put their name and their demographic information, so it will be permanently in your system. Then once they're in, their name will populate in the order entry, and you would just enter the items that they wanted. So I left out a car bar because they wanted a car bar. So it will get populated. Now keep in mind that these work whether you're doing this for a hostess or you're doing this for yourself. So if you did an open house or a launch party, you would be your host, and then up under your order summary, it gives you your host base, which is what the host credit is based off of. Now my PRV is the exact same because everything was entered through this page. Nothing was online. The PRV would be different if you had online orders. And then it will also show you the half priced that you earned in green, your host credit that you earned in green, and the perpetual party reward. You always get one of these per party. In the beginning, I was always confused on what that was. It is just an extra hostess credit incentive. This hostess was just a reach out. She didn't book from another party. It was just kind of an out of the blue. So that perpetual party, I can personally use that if you want. You cannot save hostess credits. You cannot use them later. You have to use them at the time of the party. Now, whenever I close, I do give my hostesses extra incentives. One of those she actually hits. So that perpetual party reward is going to be used towards that extra gift that I will be giving her. If she did not hit it, then I could use it for something for myself. I could use it for something that I want to display, any type of thing. But you can only use it at this point in time. It doesn't roll over or anything like that. Same with the hostess credits. She has 3 half-priced rewards, and I'm definitely going to double check with her because she's only used 1. So I want to see if she's going to use those other 2, because if not, she's going to lose them. So when we enter her items, on the left under their name, you want to click these first. So if you're putting in her free items, you want to make sure you hit host credit. I don't know what I did. There's her page. So we will, let's just put in, she wanted a 6-pack of bars. So we'll type in 6 Scentsy bars, and we'll get those entered for you just so you can see. And it will bring you to this screen. So we have Summer Soleil, and then blueberry cheesecake, she wanted 2. Perfectly pomegranate, those were 2 of my biggest sellers at this party. Blueberry cheesecake and perfectly pomegranates. And strawberry swirl she wanted. So now her items are entered, and you will notice that there is a 0. She owes nothing. Now, there is a bit of a glare, but there is a $5 fee floating on her page. A $5 fee is charged to the host that does not use the half price credits. So you want to make them aware of that if they do not use half price, they still get charged the $5. So now that I showed that, so I showed you some order entry. Now whenever it's time to close, and I will go in later tonight, I put in some of her things, so I'm hoping it'll let me continue. When you have everybody's order in, or whether the party's done and you are personally the hostess and you have all of your items in, you scroll to the bottom and hit continue. I'll just hit OK and see if it takes me there. Okay. The last page for an order entry is enter payment info. Here's where you will enter credit card information. If you got any credit card information from your customers on your order forms, this is where you type in their info. The credit card information is at the bottom left-hand corner of those order forms. If it is an online party and you are the hostess and you had some excess from your half price, or you went overage on your fee on your free stuff, this is where you would put your credit card information. This party that I just had, that I'll be closing this one out, everyone paid cash or check, so that means I get to go to the bank and deposit it into my Scentsy account, so I can come back here and then pay it with my Scentsy business account. I have a separate bank account that's kind of a little side thing, just so I keep the money separate and I don't mix it with my personal funds. It makes it a lot easier that way, so I'm not trying to figure out the checkbook and be like, oh well, I put this much in and now I have to take this much out, that type of thing. So that is your final payment. So that's the final step on how to close everything out on that page. When you put in the order in, you put the total in, add to payments, and then click continue, and that will close out everything, send it off to Scentsy so they can print it out, ship it, and get it back to you. Now, I had some questions that they had a party open last week, and say you wanted to extend it. Say you did a VIP special with your group, you didn't quite make the 200 mark, or you did and you would like to add to it. That is where we just go back into pending, because you did not final close it out. So I entered my party, so you'll go into edit. So let's say I had this open last month and I didn't do as great that I wanted to, and I wanted to leave it open for this month. All you need to do is go back into where it says close my party page and change the date, and you can extend it. Basket parties, this is why I do a basket party. You can keep a basket party open, I believe it's for 60 or 90 days. So even if you don't do too hot on that first chance, you can always continue adding to it. And if you are personally using those host credits, it's definitely great to keep adding to it, because if you're looking to get free product to stock up your inventory for personal use, what have you, it's great that you can extend that and still try to add on orders instead of closing out a 200 party and starting all over again. So with that, that's all up to you if you wanted to extend it longer or just close it out and use the free stuff and start all over. So I think that is all, because we went back in and we started a party, showed you how to order entry, showed you the closing page, how to go back in and edit, how to show on your PWS, And I believe that is it. So it's just shy of 20 minutes. I'm sorry it's so long, but if you have questions, comments, concerns, you know where to go. And I thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any problems.